Most people don't feel their fitness goals because they're lazy. They fail because they're alone, guessing, overwhelmed, or trying to figure it out without a plan. And that's why having a coach isn't a luxury, it's a shortcut to alignment, clarity, and transformation. Today, I'm breaking down the real benefits of having a coach or personal trainer and why the people who win in fitness, business, and in life all have someone guiding them. Let's get into it. All right, check it out. I know a lot of people, since I work as a personal trainer, a lot of people like, I don't need no trainer. It's like going to school tomorrow. I don't need a teacher and want to know how to pass the class. I wonder why you fail the class. Like it's one of the mysteries of life, you know. So a good coach, right, doesn't just choose workouts for you. They align your training with your energy, your lifestyle, stress levels, your goals, and your identity. Because when your fitness isn't aligned with your life, it stops being a struggle and starts being a rhythm. Most people are doing the right thing at the wrong time, wrong program, wrong intensity, wrong goals, and then they wonder why they're burnt out. A coach brings alignment back into the picture, which is very true. I always say that it is a journey, and the more you become more aware of yourself, you get the body that you want, right? But also it's up to a wise coach to give you the tools to figure that out as well. You see, most people stop and start when it comes to their training because they haven't picked up that rhythm yet, because they haven't made it part of their lifestyle. A coach or trainer, they will prescribe the necessary amount of time you should come to the gym so it doesn't feel burdensome, and program your workouts to one, your body type, but also to your lifestyle so it doesn't feel strenuous. If you keep doing the same thing, if it feels like a struggle too much, is misaligned, and then you don't you don't accomplish your goals, then you're gonna feel like, yo, this isn't working. But you having the right um you have how can I say it? You're doing the right things at the wrong time. That's where the misalignment comes in. So this is why having a coach, someone looking from the outside in, can better guide you. You see, so it just don't think about, oh, it's just someone giving you sets and reps program something for me and do that. No, it's deeper than that. That's only surface, right? So one thing about having a coach too, what we do is we cut your learning curve in half. You see, because we've been there and done that. Sometimes I watch some of these shows and people will call in and they're like, yo, how you know so much? Like, because we've been there. That's why we're telling you this actually works, because we got in enough reps to tell you what's what. And at a certain point, just in life in general, you'll start to understand patterns. But that's another level there, right? So you can either continue guessing for the next 12 months, like you see people in the gym, they just doing guesswork and their body not changing, or you can start doing under the right tutelage of someone who know what they're doing. You can become more precise, start being more efficient in dealing with precision, right? So a coach collapses your timeline. Also, there's no more trial and error on your part, no more wasted weeks, no more I hope this work. You get more of a clear plan, a structured plan, and real progress. That's one thing that we offer. I think that's a great deal actually, because it's really an investment in yourself. So once you understand that and start valuing yourself, and when part of you valuing yourself is valuing your time, because who wants to spend the next 12 months? Matter of fact, put it like this: we're in what, February? Summer is in, wait, March, April, May, June. Let's just say June, another 4 months, right? Or May. You most of y'all still look the same that y'all did last year. I may drop a few pounds, if that, but you don't have the physique that y'all want. Instead of keep doing the same monotonous or routine that's not getting you anywhere, get a coach. Oh, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna schedule ABC for you on these days. This is what we want you to eat. This is why I think personal trainers, one, they should be union. We should be unionized, but not only that, we should be getting paid a lot more. This is the reason why, you see. And clients who trained under me for just a few weeks see results, and they're like, yo, I feel so much better. They cook because they were receptive, and they cut their time in half because we've been there and done that, and we see what you need to work on. You know, not only that, another thing we do, we hold you accountable. I know that's a heavy weight for a lot of women to lift. No, it's a joke. That's a joke, y'all. But we all know that in reality, motivation fades, life gets busy, and then excuses gets loud, right? But when it comes to accountability, that's different. So when you know someone's watching your progress, guiding your steps, and expecting you to show up, your consistency hits a whole new level. A coach holds the standard until you become the person who naturally lives at that standard. And that's what it is, because we see the potential that you have. But with all energy, there's either potential or kinetic. So we want to take that potential energy, which is stored, that's locked within you, and we want it to become kinetic. We want you to start moving right towards that goal. This is why we schedule, if whatever your goal may be, let's say it's weight loss, you want to lose probably 8 to 10 pounds this month. This is how we're going to do it to get you to the large picture, so you can have that 2 piece in the summer. So this is what we're going to do now, especially now because it's winter time. This is when summer bodies are built. Don't wait till May to start trying to get it to lose 30 pounds. Your body's not Amazon Prime. It doesn't work like that. If you start now, for an example, and we start chipping away, when you get into the summer, the warmer weather, into the summer months, you can possibly have that 2 piece, depending where you are, of course, and you can lose the weight um, the right way, and it could last longer instead of some fad or crash diet. Okay. And when you become the standard, it doesn't just sticks with you, it transfers over to other people in your life. If you're a family, if you have a family, if you're a family, if you have a family with your mother or father, your children will look to you now because your eating habits are changing. Then you start buying different groceries, and then it transfers onto your children. They start picking up these habits. You start going to work. People start noticing, hey, Tom, your Dunlap is disappearing, or Susie, what's going on? Your waist is getting a little smaller. What you've been doing? And these are things that people notice and they get inspired too. Don't get me wrong, you will get haters as well too, but let that be fuel to the fire to keep you going. All right. Another thing, also, this is how I get most of my clients as well. Form, correct form, safety, and this is how you get max results. So the number one reason people plateau is simple: they're not training correctly. A coach fixes your form, adjusts your technique, and ensures your body is working with you, not against you. You want to be more efficient, more strength, more progress, way less injuries. That alone is worth the investment. I can't tell you how many times where I've witnessed people on the gym floor and I'm like, they're on the verge of hurting themselves. Let me jump in. But of course, you have to read the room, but always approach with sincerity and don't expect anything in return. Once you correct their form, they'd be more receptive and open to hear what you have to say, and they really appreciate it, believe it or not. So this is why coaches are important, because at a certain level as well, we talk about the mind muscle connection, making sure that your body mechanics um, are correct. Why? Because you want to reduce the chances of injury. I'm not saying you won't catch a little hiccup here and there, but for the overall vast majority, we want to reduce injury, and that comes from properly engaging your body and learning how to move it in that time and space. Okay, even if it's online as well, because I have online clients, and that's one of the concerns I even had when I first started. But I tell them, yo, just give me a video. We go over it during our check-ins, and I guide them the same way as if I'm there in person. So even if you have an online coach, they can still assist you with that too. All right. Also, not only just your body, it's about your mind. A good coach doesn't train your body, they train your mind. They help you break the old stories, the self-sabotage, the inconsistency, the fear of failure, the identity that says this is too hard. Because the truth is, your body follows your mindset. Change your mind, your habits, and your standards, and your results become inevitable, which is true. For example, I had a client the other day. She was like, "Oh my God, Tristan, this is too hard." I said, because I was doing a leg press and I adjusted the weight. because I'm all about progressive overload, not aggressive overload. And she's like, "Oh my God, Tristan, this is too heavy." I said, "How would you know it's too heavy if you didn't try it yet?" I said, stop giving up on yourself. Doubt kills. So after she did, she's like, "Oh yeah, you were right." I was like, "Yeah, I know, because I'm gauging you on how you're moving the previous weight, so I know I can go up. But you have to believe that you can do it." Like I say all the time, we have to change the perspective on how we train, the mentality. Instead of when we go up in weight, "Oh my God, it's too heavy," the weight should say to us, "Oh shit, we about to go for a ride. It's her again, it's him again," you know, in an intelligent manner, of course. But we just have to just flip that switch or change that perspective and watch how our body aligns with our mind and we end up moving the weight. No, I'm not talking about if you never lift 100 pounds before, go and try to lift 100 pounds. I'm not saying that. Intelligently progress the weight up in context. Because some people will be like, "What about lifting 150?" Like, come on, dude. Like, if you never did it before, I wouldn't ask you to do it if you couldn't even lift 130 pounds. But you get my drift, right? And not only that, when you get training, and it's funny too, because where I work at in person, I always get with some of my clients, "Oh my God, you know everybody." But really, what tends to happen is, especially when you're a regular face at the gym, you end up being a part of a community. So the road of transformation is a lonely one, or it can be lonely. But as a coach, I want it's an honor for them to bring me along or to ask me to be a part of their fitness journey as well. But I turn it in a way where it's a partnership. So they get support, they get guidance, they get encouragement on days that they want to quit, and they get a voice that reminds you of your power when you forget it. So I'm just not you don't get just a trainer if he's a good trainer. You get a teammate, a mirror, and a leader who helps you embody the best version of yourself. And that's what I really enjoy about my goal, because it really taps in to the person that's inside of them, that's screaming to come out. You have to have the education and the tools to know how to pull it out. That's the root word of education, really. It means to bring forth what's within. So as a trainer, I want to show my client what's hidden inside of them. Not, not just in here, but they can take that same principle and carry it outside in their everyday life to be a better person, whether it's in business, family life, wherever they may be. They take the principles from what they get from the gym or the tools that we give them, and then they take it out. So I like to call it transferable skills, right? And this will lead to their transformation. So, you know, there's no suffering. They don't need to suffer through the fitness journey. They don't need to guess. They don't have to stay stuck, meaning the client. As a coach, we give structure, clarity, alignment, and those three things gives you the result. That's the formula to being unstoppable, right? So guys, if you're ready to take your body and your life to the next level, get the support, get the accountability, make the investment, and get that coach. Your future self will thank you. And that's what fitness really is. It's really about compound interest, right? Each day you're coming, you're going, you're showing up to your sessions. Because I have clients that say, "Tristan, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here, because I know I had this appointment. I didn't want to let you down." But it's really they didn't want to let themselves down. I'm just here to encourage them. And I'm not saying things don't happen, because it's we live in the real world. Like, some things do happen, but I think I know, not I think I know, investing in a coach is the best thing you can do, because it gives you the most ROI, the return on investment. And you're the greatest investment that you can make is in yourself. And that's something, if you're ready to make that investment, click the link in my description, and we reach out and see if we can help you and transform your body from let to go. Thank you once again. Like, comment, and share. And share this with someone you may think that need it. Let's keep it going. Once again, it's my pleasure to be in front of you. This is Alchemy Fitness signing off, where we transfer from let to gold. Train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.